Hi and welcome back to the Cheeky Crypto Podcast. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, we're going to have a look at some regulatory updates, some updates around banking and how this could benefit cryptocurrency. And there is a hidden battle going on between several different countries looking to be the hub of cryptocurrency. So it's not all bad. The US seem to be hell-bent on fighting cryptocurrency and blockchain technology out of the US, but there are plenty of countries that are looking to adopt cryptocurrency and become that hub for that next iteration of finance. And yeah, we're going to dig into all that wonderful stuff. And we have another private sale that will be live later today as you watch this. You should probably go away and do some research on this project. It does look pretty good. And we'll come on to that towards the end of this podcast. Right, if you enjoy this sort of content, mash up the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video. Right, let's get down to the desktop. Okay, so we're going to start here and we've got HK, Hong Kong, regulators to host meeting to help crypto firms with banking. Now, this is something that I do want to talk about. Obviously, out of the US, there is a big, agenda on stopping crypto from, basically being able to cut off the supply and, people being able to onboard out of fiat into cryptocurrency or stable coins through the banking system. And it looks like Hong Kong are looking to, again, just alleviate that problem by making it or facilitating it in some way through the traditional banking system out of Hong Kong. So this is going to be, I guess, a case of one door closes, another one opens. And the US are doing a fantastic job of devaluing the US dollar and potentially losing that world currency status that they've currently got. And this is just not looking good for the US. But there is, I guess, an agenda outside of the US from certain countries, Hong Kong being one of them, the UK being another, that they want to be the hub of cryptocurrency. Hong Kong regulators are convening a meeting between crypto firms and bankers in a bid to ease financing for the sector as the city seeks to establish itself as a hub for virtual assets. We've seen the UK say this as well, particularly the City of London looking to be the home of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology. So yeah, look, this is exciting stuff. And again, I think that movements in the space with the US trying to cut off fiat to crypto onboarding is going to fail, and there's always going to be a way to do it. So markets falling just to me just looks like an opportunity. Bitcoin is poised to blow up. I don't really like the terminology here. It's maybe going to blossom. It's going to pump to the upside, and this is due to Africa's $86 billion banking system. The Lightning Network slashes the cost of Bitcoin transactions to virtually zero and enables instantaneous cash payments around the planet. And so-called layer 2 technology is built on top of Bitcoin's main chain. And look, this is something that a lot of people are aware of, but many people aren't aware of. The amount of money circulating in Africa and the potential issues with traditional banking is, building this really big use case for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, the likes of Cardano, Reserve, Rights would be another that springs to mind, as well as Algorand and many others that can position themselves very, very well in Africa. It's something we've talked about on the main channel on a lot of the live streams and stuff like that on YouTube. About the potential for cryptocurrency and blockchain technology to flourish in Africa. So that's a really big deal. EU lawmakers vote in favour of payment limits on anonymous crypto wallets. For me, I've kind of again said this for some time. I do expect that most people are not going to be able to be anonymous, and everybody's going to have to do some form of KYC, or you're going to be sort of shunned out of the space. I think that there's a lot of people in the cryptocurrency space that are all there because they hate the establishment and they hate traditional finance and the banking sector as it was, and are looking to change that. But the only way that you actually get true adoption for this type of technology is through a form of centralization. So as much as they're against centralization and it's all about decentralization, there's got to be a form of it. And I think that form is the likes of KYC. Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that. It's one of those, a lot of people don't like the idea of having to do KYC and stuff like that. But I think it's inevitable that that's where this technology is going to head. But I'm interested to get your views and opinions. If you think different on that, do let me know. CFTC Binance lawsuit could worsen crypto market liquidity, pull Bitcoin down to $25,000 observers. So low liquidity means a wave of buy and sell orders can be outsized impact on, or could have an outsized impact on Bitcoin market price. And look, I've said that there is a problem with liquidity, and I think the traditional banking sector has a problem with liquidity at the moment, and that's why we're seeing your daily limits on cash withdrawals being reduced. We're seeing people not being able to invest as much in cryptocurrency through the fiat banking system. We've even seen that shut down in places around the world. I cite the US as a prime example. And, this stuff for me just indicates that there is a wider problem within the traditional banking sector. There is a silent war going on between fintech and the traditional banking sector. And the traditional banking sector is losing that war, in my opinion. But, that does leak into cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, right? Poor liquidity, a problem plaguing crypto markets since the collapse of FTX in November, could worsen bleeding price volatility as regulators go after the dominant exchange Binance. So look, it's not just that they're going after Binance where these liquidity problems come from. It's that they're cutting off the on-ramps and the off-ramps from blockchain technology and cryptocurrency and exchanges, stable coins and that sort of stuff. So we need to be aware of all this stuff. It all has an impact. And I have been saying that I do feel that, we're going to see lower prices. I really do still believe that. I'm not one of these to just flop and just constantly be bullish when it isn't right to be. Did we say that there were going to be bear market rallies? Yes. We highlighted this before everybody started to become bullish. We said expect some bear market rallies. And I think that's what we've had. I expect the prices to come down. I expect there to be some good opportunities. I think this will be the last sort of big pullback that we see, and then I think we're ride on out of there into the sunset. I'm super bullish on crypto, but I'm a realist. I'm not going to tell you stuff based on emotion. I'm going to tell you everything based on what I see in the data and the markets, and Nick is the same. So yeah, let me know your thoughts and opinions on liquidity issues seen in cryptocurrency and your thoughts on the macro landscape. But let's move on to something a little bit more positive. We have a private sale opportunity. Obviously, we've had some fantastic private sales recently. 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘, which went on to do 15x out of the gate. 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘 was the latest one, and now we're moving on to a Web3 community-driven platform here, which is called Magic Square. And this does look like a really interesting project. I have spent the last 24 hours or so researching this one, and I guess I want to kind of just explain what the real problem here is that they're looking to solve. And I think a lot of it is round trust. And look, they're positioning themselves as the first kind of dApp store for crypto projects. And there's a level of due diligence that is done before any of these projects can go live on here. So it's basically like an app store, a bit like the Apple App Store, for example. This has some really big backers, by the way, the likes of Binance, the likes of Crypto.com. MakerDAO is a big sponsor of this one. I say sponsor, investor. So look, there's some big players getting involved in this one, and we've managed through Cryptopia to get access to the private sale, and that will take place later today in the Discord. Do check that out if that is of interest to you. But yeah, look, I think where this one can position itself well is around sort of removing some of that entry barriers that a lot of people have. If we have a look at their project, their products, sorry, you've got the Magic Store, which is that first app store designed for crypto. You've got your Magic Spaces, experience all your apps, widgets, and DeFi in one place. Magic ID, so connect to all your crypto apps with one secure click. And that is something that is a big problem in this space, right? If you can kind of consider that you want to get this mainstream adoption, if you do want mainstream adoption, you need to make it simple for people. The amount of newbies that get into this space that really don't understand what they're doing, something like this can really support those individuals, and again, just bring in some additional adoption. So I really do like that. Magic Community, a system of governance and a space for app users and developers to interact. So I really do like that aspect of things. You got Magic SDK, empowering developers to develop, deploy, market, and monetize crypto apps. And then Magic Boost, so the top affiliate network for blockchain and Web3. So you are going to be able to potentially get a grant if you are a project that wants to launch an app on this platform, and obviously you meet all the criteria and all the due diligence comes back good, then you'll be able to go on this platform, but you'll be also able to get like a grant or a fund that will support with marketing and getting people in there, so you can actually earn from this as a front end user by recommending the apps to your friends and so forth. So I do like this project. I think that it's got good potential. One for you to go away, do your own research. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. Treat this as educational purposes only. You should definitely FOMO into the research before making any investment decisions, and take everything that I say and any other bloody influencer with a pinch of salt. Go do your own research. There's no substitute for it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, tapping that bell, selecting all the notifications so you never miss a video, and I will catch you in the next one. Take care.